Well, welcome to Build Your Business Masterclass. I'm Jane Jackson.
And I'm Ingrid Thompson. Hi, Jane. We are going to have such a great session today. This has been a bit in the making, and here we are.
I'm so excited because we've spent so much time putting a really valuable masterclass together for you so that you can make the right choices if you are thinking about going into self-employment or entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. So welcome to Build Your Business Masterclass. You are in the right place if
you want to escape the 9-to-5 of corporate life.
You want to be your own boss.
And you're looking for inspiration. Now, you're definitely in the right place if
you want to create your own success,
but you just don't know where to start.
And you're looking for guidance of what to do next.
So we're here for you. Is this you? Do you really want to create your own success? Yeah, well, we're going to help you step by step to go through the process so you know what to do. Okay, so what we'll cover in the Build Your Business Masterclass is
whether you're really ready to be self-employed. What does that mean, and what does it take to be ready?
Yeah, so many people launch into their own businesses and they're kind of going in, I don't want to say half-assed, but I just said it, didn't I? But if you're not prepared and you go into self-employment and think, oh no, that's not working out, I failed, I feel like a failure, that's terrible.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to fail.
Want that.
No. So what we're also going to cover is what all your options are, and we'll go into detail as to what those options may be in just a few moments.
And lastly, what are the next steps for success? How do you set yourself up for success so that you have a viable and successful business?
That's right. So at the end of this masterclass, I want to make sure that you stay right to the end, and we are dangling a little carrot because we're going to give you for free our Build Your Business checklist, because this checklist covers the essentials before you launch your business. It's a good one, isn't it, Ingrid?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's a checklist not to be missed.
That's right. Okay, so masterclass notes. Now, this masterclass will run for about 45 minutes, so please turn off the notifications on your phone or on your computer so you can really focus, because we're going to give you a lot of really valuable information, aren't we, Ingrid?
Yep, and you might even want a pen and paper or have something so you can make some notes, because there'll be some details that you might want to grab hold of.
Okay, so are you ready? If you're ready, let's get started. Now, who are we?
Who is Ingrid Thompson and who is Jane Jackson?
Okay, so just very briefly, I'm Jane, a career management coach and mentor. I'm the author of Navigating Career Crossroads, which reached #1 on Amazon, very excited, and a podcast host. I have Your Career Podcast, which is all about inspiring people to take control of their careers. And Ingrid?
I am a business coach and mentor. I wrote a book called So You Want to Start a Business. So I'm the author of that book. And I have a podcast with the same name, So You Want to Start a Business.
Now, do you think you're in the right place? You are definitely in the right place. If you're thinking about making a career transition, taking the bull by the horns and starting your own business, well, combined, we've got so much experience, over 20 years of experience combined just in coaching people through this alone.
Indeed. And that is one of the things that Jane and I really do have in common, is this ability to help people sift through the information and make the right decision for themselves, a process for how to make decisions.
You know, Ingrid, I just want to ask you something. Look at this photo. You know, I know in my photo here, if you look here, like, okay, I know I look a bit like an evangelist here, but that is fine. But yours, look at that pinky. What is this pinky finger?
I'm not sure what that pinky finger is, but this is a conference I was speaking at in America recently. So, yeah, I think I was making a point, and that pinky finger was helping me.
Yeah, the pinky finger was pointing to the sky. And you notice with mine, I'm pointing to the sky too.
Well.
We've got something in common. Anyway, enough of this. So, how did we become business owners? Okay, so who are we? And I'm Jane Jackson. I'm a career management coach, and I specialize in career transition coaching, which means transitioning into a new role or into entrepreneurship. And so over the past 19 years, I've coached more than, gosh, I can't even think how many people. It's over 3,000 people across Asia Pacific and Europe to find and follow their true passion and direction. Now, what I've done is I have built a business, which is an online jewelry retail business. I've built my own coaching practice, so I'm a consultant and a coach. And also, Ingrid, did you know many, many years ago, I bought into a franchise, which is a fitness franchise when I was in the UK. And so I've got quite a lot of experience when it comes to assisting myself into entrepreneurship and also helping so many professionals to find and follow their true passion and direction in their careers. So I hope I can do that for you too when you transition into your own business. What about you, Ingrid?
I think you're amazing, Jane. So I accidentally started my business, really. So 20 years ago, somebody asked me to help them with something, and being a helper, I said, sure. And then somebody else asked me to help them. And then before I knew it, I had clients and I had a business. And prior to that, I had tried to have a product at a market. I had made a beautiful sleepwear product, and I went to the markets every weekend, and people touched them and looked at them and bought them. And I remember the very first time somebody bought one. That business had anyway, time for another story, another time. But
we have so many stories.
Indeed. So this current business, I made mistakes. I wasted time, energy, money, until I found a program and a coach to help me to get all my ducks in a row, a step-by-step process to come up to where I am today. And, in the last 20 years, Jane, I have probably worked with more than 1,000 businesses, and many of them have been product businesses, service businesses, and I have worked with them to grow their business. Some people have started a business, and I am here to help you not make any of those mistakes so that, we can help you with what you need to do.
Yeah, and we can definitely do this for you, because just think, we both run our own businesses, and we have run different types of businesses over the years.
Yeah.
And we've both written a book. Mine is Navigating Career Crossroads. Ingrid's is
So You Want to Start a Business?
Well, there you go. How perfect is that? I have a podcast, Your Career Podcast, which is all about career transition. And Ingrid has
a podcast called So You Want to Start a Business. There's a bit of a theme going on here, isn't it, Jane?
Right. So there you go. So combined with a career transition coach, so you get your headspace all right, and you've got the business building lady. The two of us, we are here to help you in the Build Your Business Masterclass. So on with the masterclass.
We're here to help you make the right decision about starting your own business today. And as I said earlier, this is one of the areas that Jane and I are really strong in. We help people make good decisions every day. And so we're here to help you make the right decision about starting your own business.
That's right. I'm very excited to go to the next slide, because this, watch what happens, guys. Just watch this. Look, how cute is that? This is me and my PowerPoint expertise. So we just go from there to here. Ah, very cute. Okay, well, anyway, I digress. Here's what some of our clients say about us.
In all seriousness, Peter Stevenson he recently had the pleasure of attending a Start Your Own Business Entrepreneurship workshop that was led by Jane. It's amazing and extremely valuable when you're planning your own startup. Jane brings out a natural passion, and passion is the one word I would use to describe Jane.
I'm so passionate.
You are. That helps guide you through all the areas for planning a successful business. She has the ability to help cut through the complexity and make sure you are very focused. And Jane is, we were talking earlier about, she's got some tough love attributes there. So she's very kind, but she can cut through that complexity and keep you on track.
I'm warm and fuzzy, but I like you to get the job done, and I want you to be successful. If not, I definitely practice tough love. Now, let's have a look and see what they say about Ingrid. Now, RITA HOLLAND, who is a leadership coach, she says, having met Ingrid over 3 years ago, I endorse Ingrid's positive energy. She has so much energy, honestly. The breadth and width of her business acumen, her genuine care for others' success, and her creativity were all major contributors to successfully launching my startup, Employability. Ingrid's integrity, professionalism, commercial acumen, and well-developed network means she continues to be a great resource to have on my side. Now, I can vouch for that. Ingrid is someone who really, you want to have her on your side. She's a great person to collaborate with. So that's nice.
And thanks, Rita. It's so true. This is why we do what we do, Jane, isn't it? Because we love being able to do this sort of work.
Yeah. And it's nice that our clients appreciate it too. So we hope that you will enjoy this masterclass. Now, what does it take to build a successful business?
it's important to know if you're ready to be self-employed.
That's right. And then, of course, you have to understand what your options are.
And you need to be able to take the essential next steps.
And this is what this masterclass is going to cover, these 3 key elements. All right. So let's get moving. Number 1 is, are you really ready to be self-employed? Are you, or are you just toying with the idea? Do you think, oh, this would be a really nice thing and it's a pipe dream and you're never going to take action? Because these are the things that you need to consider. Okay. First of all is, do you know why you really want your own business? Sometimes people are just trying to escape something. I don't like my boss. I don't like my job. I'm fed up with the 9 to 5. Or, it's a whole multitude of reasons, but it's more like you're complaining and it's wishful thinking. But if you have a mission, and you know that entrepreneurship or self-employment or your brilliant idea or something that you bring to the world is something that if you don't bring it to the world, it's almost like sacrilege, because you're denying people the benefit of the value you bring. If you really know what that is, then perhaps you are ready to be self-employed. Also, number 2, do you have the passion and drive to see it through? Now, let me tell you, when you start your own business, now, and Ingrid will agree, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it takes money as well to get started. And if you don't have the passion and drive, so often you may give up, don't you think?
Absolutely. It's very easy to be deflated and to be disheartened when things don't go the way you want them to, because, every day isn't going to be sitting by the beach with your laptop. There's going to be but it's fantastic at the same time. I wouldn't swap it for anything, Jane, would you?
Oh, I love being self-employed. I love being a coach. I love being a consultant. I love being able to choose my own hours. And when the going gets tough, because I'm on a mission, my mission? I have a mission. It's to make careers guidance accessible and affordable to everybody who needs it. And every time I feel a bit tired, I think, why am I doing this? That's what I remind myself of. Okay, so what's your passion? What's your drive? Now, do you have an idea for a product or service that you can use to build into a viable business? Isn't this important, Ingrid?
Totally. And what does viability mean? Viability means that it's actually going to make money, not just revenue, but profit. So, if everything that you're doing is costing more than the revenue you're making, then that's not a business. And, a definition of a business is making profit and making money. And so, maybe for the first year or 2, you don't make as much money as you'd like to, but once you get the hang of this, it really is, the sky's the limit, isn't it, Jane?
But first of all, you need the right idea. What is the service that you're going to provide? Or what is the product that you're going to bring to your audience? And you need to do quite a bit of research for this. So before you launch into self-employment, consider why you want to go into business. Do you really have the passion and drive? And what is your brilliant idea? Now, number 2.
Yes. What are your options? Because there are a few options, aren't there?
Yeah, that's right. And I think you should tell them about it, Ingrid.
Well, the first option could be to buy an existing business. And this is something I think a lot of people don't really think about, this as an option, because there are a lot of businesses for sale. And if you see an opportunity to buy a business that is the right thing for you, that could be a great option. I've worked with a couple over the last 10 years and they have bought and sold corner cafes. They buy a cafe in an area that's a good cafe area, but they buy a cafe that's not doing quite so well as it might. They put in some systems and processes, they build up the team, they build up the clientele, and then they sell it. And so buying and selling a business, if you've got that skill, if it's an area that you're interested in, that can actually be a fantastic option. So that's the first option. Buy an existing business.
And I would say make sure you do your due diligence.
Absolutely.
Do your due diligence before you fork out any money, because what you see isn't always what you get.
That's right.
The second option is
buy into a franchise. Now, again, do your due diligence, get your accountant and your lawyer involved, because there'll be, you know, hefty paperwork and small print, but as for the first one. But buying into a franchise can be quite a great option because the systems and processes are already there. The brand already has brand recognition. The product is a proven product, or the service is a proven service. So that can be a really viable option. Of course, again, there's pros and cons, and that's something to think about. I'm a real pros and cons girl. I love to have my piece of paper with pros and cons and make a list of what's the upside and the downside. So, but buying into a franchise can be a really great option.
You know, I bought a franchise once.
Really?
Yeah, back in the day, a long, long time ago. Do you remember in the old aerobics days, Jane Fonda, leg warmers, G-string leotards, that sort of thing? That's the franchise I bought into. Not G-string leotards. It was when I was in the UK. I bought into a franchise called Moves Fitness. It's no longer around, but you know, gosh, 20 years ago now. But Moves Fitness, and it was like Jazzercise, and it was very, very big in the UK. But then when I moved to Singapore, I stopped being part of that franchise because the name wasn't known. There was no brand. So what was the point of taking it over there as well? And I went in a slightly different direction, and I suppose I could have built it up for the owner over there, but it was a choice that I made not to, because I went in a slightly different direction in my career once I moved to Singapore. But it was a very, very good learning experience buying into that mini franchise in a way. Now, what about the third option?
Well, starting your own business from scratch can be the dream for a lot of people. And, you know, I once heard somebody describe starting your own business as trying to get the rocket off the ground. You know, when we watch SpaceX launching or the Apollo spaceships launching, it takes a lot of effort and energy. And, you know, getting your own business off the ground can take a lot of energy, but there's a lot of upside to it as well. You get to choose all your own your product, your customers. If you're buying a business, you might be buying into other people's issues or, you know, clientele that they've been servicing.
you know what I like to say to my clients when they're thinking about starting a business? I like to say, you know, if you're not going to buy a business, why don't you start your own business? Because then you don't inherit anyone else's problems. You can create all of your own.
Create all your own problems. But it is, you know, starting your own business is a wonderful option. And there's ways you can actually get started building the clientele before you actually start your own business. And that's, you know, there's a lot of people starting to do that. Social media allows you to build that before you actually get started. So that's a really good option for people.
Yeah, you know what? I like your rocket ship analogy, because really it's not 3, 2, 1 blast off. It's not even 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 blast off. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then blast off. There's a lot of prep before you start your own business.
There sure is. And then there's a fourth option, is to become a consultant. And when you see this photo on the slide here, you know, there's a person with a laptop, and that's pretty much all you need to be a consultant, Jane, isn't it? And a phone and a fantastic internet connection. That's the other thing. So yeah, being a consultant's another option, isn't it?
Yeah, leveraging your expertise in whatever area you're in. I mean, maybe you're an accountant, or maybe you're a management consultant, or maybe you're a career coach or HR professional. Becoming a consultant that way and leveraging what you already know, it's almost like a no-brainer. If you love what you do. If you're in IT and you don't like it and you want to become an IT consultant, well, why become an IT consultant if you don't like it? Because you can get a job as an IT professional, right? But if you love it and you think, no, I want to leverage my expertise in IT as a consultant, then that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Yeah. You generally have to be a consultant in the area that you have expertise in. Whereas if we think about starting a business, you could start a business in that area, but a lot of people start a business in an area they're not even an expert in. So, you know, for example, the accountant who wants to open a yoga studio, just quietly, I would have loved to have had a yoga studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I think.
Did you hear that? She said it so quietly. I don't know if anyone heard. Ingrid wanted to start a yoga studio.
I think it would have been quite fun. I've always done yoga, and I just think, you know, how fun it would be to just have a yoga studio.
We should have got together 20 odd years ago, because when I was doing my Moves Fitness, yes, and then I got into cardio funk. That was big in the old days, and total body conditioning, and then I was sponsored by Nike. That was so exciting.
Wow.
But in those days, if I knew that you were keen on yoga, just think we could have set up our own fitness studio offering, the dance style aerobics classes, the relaxation, the stretch, the yoga,
meditation,
the Pilates.
mindfulness. Oh, we could have had a great time.
Okay.
Oh, well, we're having a great time now doing something completely else.
Exactly.
See,
but you know what? We could have another side hustle. Anyway, we digress. But as entrepreneurs, you're going to find that you have many, many ideas, and you've got to see which one has the strongest pull and which one is the most viable option. Okay, so the next thing we're going to tell you is the next essential steps. Now, this is really important. So are you listening? Pay attention. Here we go.
Drum roll. It's the business plan.
Yes, without a business plan, you got to, what do they say? Plan to fail or fail to plan?
Something like that. Yeah, that's one
right.
of those. So the business plan, and seriously, before you all run for the hills, we're not talking about a tome that has to be, although you may need to develop something a little more detailed if you're actually looking for money from the bank, or you're looking to, have something that's a bit more substantial. But really, a business plan can be 1 or 2 pages. The essential elements of business plan is what is actually your business idea. And Jane's been talking about that already today. And then who is your ideal client? Who's your ideal customer? What is that avatar? And an avatar is, a full description of that person. So this is the person you're actually creating the business for. How do they know you exist? Marketing 101.
Marketing.
And that's Jane's absolute, her expertise and her focus. Yes, she's our marketing person.
You know what's so good is that Ingrid and I have come together because we share areas of expertise, but then what we really love is quite different. And so I love the marketing, PR, profile building side, and Ingrid is the details, the money, which really is the important thing as well, because if you're not focused on the money and the compliance, the insurances and all that sort of stuff, your business just isn't going to get off the ground. So that's something that we need to consider. But in the business plan, definitely marketing is a big component of your business plan.
It's a huge part. And one of the things that I notice about marketing, and this is why I love working with you, Jane, is that marketing can just absorb so much attention and so much energy, and it can look busy without actually generating much result.
Exactly.
So it's actually marketing that provides clients, that provides leads, that provides interest to your business, not just having a great time on social media.
Yeah,
that's
because
not really
what?
Marketing.
It is a lot of fun, but you need to have ROI, return on investment of your time. And so if you know what the return is that you want to get, then you can focus on doing it right. What about the next point?
What is the key value you provide? Now, what this is talking about is what is the value of the product or service that you're providing to the person who is your ideal client or avatar? What is it that they're looking for? What are they looking to solve? And what is it that you do to help them with that? And then your business structure, get that right from the beginning. What does that look like? And that's something that, as Jane has said, that's sort of my area of expertise. But we always encourage you to check with your lawyers, with your accountants for your own personal circumstances, because that does come into it.
Yeah, because people don't know, should they be a sole trader? Should they be a private limited company? Should they be this, that, or the other?
Yeah.
And there is a lot to consider. But in your business plan, this is where you put all of this information down. And if you're looking for funding, your business plan is what you present to the venture capitalist or the bank or whoever, or your uncle who's got lots of money.
And sometimes if you're signing a lease, they'll want to see a business plan because they want to make sure that you're going to be able to pay the lease for the period of time. And by the way, a lease is sometimes 5 years, and it can be harder to get out of a lease than it can be to get out of a marriage. So you want to be pretty solid with your business plan before you commit to a 5-year lease. So if you're paying thousands of dollars a month for 5 years, you want to know that your idea is pretty viable and that the business is going to succeed and have longevity.
Yeah. That I have a former colleague actually who started his own business with 2 other partners, and they were so gung-ho about it. It was an HR solutions company, and they had a 3-year lease for this office in Sydney, and it was expensive and it was swish and it was amazing, but they thought they knew, in inverted commas, that they were going to have this number of clients and it was going to be great. A year into the business, they were paying so much in rent, but the clients just were not quite enough to make it. So after 3 years, they moved when the lease ended, but they were forking out a lot of money. They moved into smaller premises. And so honestly, it was half the price. The rent was half of what it was earlier, and it made their business more viable. So do be careful before you sign on anything.
Yeah, and that's where the co-working spaces can actually be more viable for that sort of service professional, because it's a much reduced rent than it would be having the actual dedicated office. And then, of course, the finances, the money in, the money out. And, people will baffle you. They'll try to baffle you with the jargon and with the language. One of my key skill sets is to actually make what's a bit complicated a bit less difficult to understand. So numbers are numbers, and the financial viability means that there's more money coming in than more money going out. So more money coming in and less money going out. So that's what you actually want, and that means viability. So it's as simple as that.
If your turnover is 1 million, but your expenses are 999,000, profit is very little. Oh, and then there's tax on top of that too.
Tax. That's right. So
you've got to be very careful.
And just on that, with about tax, Jane, is just pay your taxes. Like, it's just part of the fabulous country we live in, and just
no need to fiddle the books. Just do it right.
You get caught. There's no good thing. So when you get it right, as the slide says, you become
known in your field.
That's right.
Now, these two slides, this is what's so wonderful about running your own business. I run a coaching practice, and because I've written my book, Navigating Career Crossroads, you can see at my book signing there, you become known in your field, and then you get asked, to comment on the radio or be on TV. This is like Sky News, and then you get asked for speaking gigs, and then you get paid for speaking gigs, which is great. And the more you do of this, the more people come to you. So if you build a strong profile, you will attract more business. So these are some of the pictures of things that I've done. There are many more, but look at Ingrid.
So I have written a book. I've been on other people's podcasts. People often ask me to come on their podcast to talk about money, because I'm particularly good at money. I've been asked a few times to speak at conferences in America, conferences here in Australia. So I love sharing the information, because the more information that people have, so people like you listening today, and thank you for taking the time to spend with us today, is the more information you have, the better decisions you're able to make. So becoming known in your field. I've been asked by one of the universities in America to be the spokesperson for small business in Australia. So, it's such an honor to be recognized and to be able to speak up for the voice of small business. So,
but there's one thing that you need to remember, is that this takes work, it takes time, and it takes effort. All right, because the success it's not overnight. Honestly, all the overnight successes that you see, there's been a lot of work behind the scenes for many, many years. It's like all you see is the tip of the iceberg. That's the success. But underneath, there's so much going on. Sometimes I feel like a duck in water. I look so calm on the top, but my little legs are going like crazy. So how do you like this picture?
I love this picture, that you go from the business idea to the plan, to you start to develop, you put it into production, and then you head over to the marketing. Constantly innovating, because even though you set yourself
Things
up today,
change.
everything
Things
changes.
change.
The technology we're using right now, we could not have done this 2 years ago.
No.
This didn't exist. It's just wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, and we can now help so many people all over the world so easily because of the technology. And you need to keep investing in your business and helping it to
money,
grow.
investing professional development, constantly updating. So and this could be you.
Yeah, success. How magic is that? So, you know what? We've helped hundreds of people to start their own businesses, and everyone feels a bit daunted to start off with, because they just don't know, what they need to do. And just with a little bit of guiding light, and I love doing this. Ingrid loves doing it as well. You'll be able to bite the bullet and assess if self-employment or entrepreneurship is right for you.
Yeah. Please remember, it's not just theory. This is exactly what we did to build our own businesses, because we've both had a couple of businesses. Jane's had a couple more than me, but we've also used it. You know, I've used it to help hundreds of people build their own business, and it's not just theory. It's actually step by step, and it works.
Yeah, you know, I mean, interesting, because you know, my clients and your clients too, they've either bought a business, or bought a franchise, or become a consultant and built themselves up as well. And oh, I didn't tell you, Ingrid, you know, I used to run for 5 years my own online retail jewelry business.
With the pearls.
With the pearls, yes, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, and I ran that for 5 years. And then, because it was very hard to juggle both my coaching practice and the pearls business, I decided to sell it. One Facebook ad in the, or one Facebook post rather, on Facebook, and there was a lady who said, "Oh, I've been buying your pearls for years. Let me buy the business." And so, if you build a business, think about the future too. Do you want to sell it later?
That's so true, and fabulous that you were able to sell yours so easily.
Oh, it was, mind you, it was a bit of from tears. It was my baby. I loved it so much. Now,
well, when it comes to getting started, whether you buy a business or a franchise or start from scratch, we will guide you. We'll teach you the method that works to set up your own business so you can escape that corporate 9 to 5. And honestly, Jane, how many people actually work 9 to 5, to be honest? It's a little longer than that, I think, these days,
well,
isn't it?
people start 8:30. Maybe you start even earlier. Do you start earlier than 9 o'clock? I'm sure you do. And then many people, they don't leave the office until 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. And you're working for the company. If it's your own business and you're working late, you don't mind, because it's your baby, right?
That's right. And it's your business, and it's something you're passionate about, and your clients really want what you're offering. And you end up being your own boss. I love this slide.
You know, when I was putting this slide deck together, I was hunting for a good image, and I saw this one with the big mug, like a boss. I just think it's very powerful, and that's what we want to be. We want to be like our own boss, independent, providing great value to our customers.
Yeah, I think we have to find you a mug like that, Jane.
Yeah,
we have to look for one. We have to look for one of those somewhere online. I'm sure they're available somewhere.
If anyone makes mugs, if that's your business, this could be a business, making mugs like that.
Indeed.
Okay, now, can we ask you a question?
Would you like us to help you to start your own business? If you would, type yes in there in the chat box, if that's what you really want.
Would you like us to help you with your business? Okay. Now, by coincidence, we have actually created a Build Your Business Bootcamp as a follow-on from this masterclass. And so let's tell you what the bootcamp is all about.
If you join our Build Your Business Bootcamp, we'll guide you step by step on what you must do to set up your business, and we will share our success strategies.
And we'll share what really works, because we've made mistakes and we want you to avoid the deadly mistakes of what most new business owners make. And I'm sure you'd like to avoid those mistakes too. Why make your own mistakes when there's someone who can guide you through the pitfalls before they even happen?
That's exactly right. Get ready to launch your own business. Jane and I will show you how.
We'll show you how to gain the right mindset and build your confidence so that you can really do it.
We'll show you how to get those personal finances in order so that you've got a really solid foundation to get started.
Yep. And you want to develop your minimal viable product. Don't go running off and leaping in and spending lots of money just yet. You've got to keep testing and testing, and you need to iterate. If something doesn't work, let's tweak it before you start plowing heaps of money into it.
And we're going to encourage you to get out of the house and test the market. There's no good developing it there in your own kitchen or in your own study. It's important to get out and talk to people and see if anyone is actually prepared to take money out of their pocket and put it into your hand for your service or your product.
Yeah, will people pay for what you're so excited about? Because you might think it's great, but if no one else does, there's no business.
That's right.
So we'll help you to take the leap. Okay, so that's in the Build Your Business Bootcamp. Are you ready for the Build Your Business Bootcamp? If you are,
There are 5 valuable online modules that you will receive.
And in each module, there are videos, training videos. We've got worksheets for you. We've got the templates to help guide you every step of the way, and plenty of checklists to make sure that you cover every base.
And there's ongoing support through a private Facebook group. It's a business community where you'll be able to get answers to your questions. These are invaluable today, aren't they, Jane? These dedicated Facebook groups.
Yeah, that's right, because you don't want to go it alone. So often when you do start your own business, a lot of my clients say, it feels kind of lonely. I get lonely, which is why it's so nice to collaborate with other people. Now, Ingrid's part of my network, and that's how we met. And now we're doing lots of business together as well, and it makes it so much more fun.
So don't do this alone.
Okay, we don't want you to.
Yeah.
We will
guide you each step of the way. We'll cover one topic per day for 5 days. This online program has 5 valuable modules.
Very valuable modules, yes. And videos, worksheets, templates, checklists, and ongoing support. Okay, through our private Facebook group. The good thing about the Facebook group, Ingrid, is that people can ask questions, and we'll both be there to answer them. And then everyone else who's setting up a business share their struggles, their wins. We cheer each other on. It's like an accountability group. It's your growing business network, right?
Absolutely.
That's really very, very valuable. And so here are the modules. All right, so let's tell you. First module is, why are you going into business? You really need to know the why. We deep dive into it, and there will be assessments for you to do and complete so that you can create a powerful mission statement. Also, the second module is, have you really got what it takes to be successful? There are certain traits that you need and certain things that you need to do in order to prepare for success, and we'll guide you step by step through the process.
The third module is all about your business idea. What is that idea? Is it a product? Is it a service? What value does it provide? What problem does it solve? Who does it do that for? Who's your client? So what is that business idea? And the fourth module is the structures, the finances, the insurance, the compliance. How do we know if the business is viable? Is there more money coming in than going out? All about those kinds of things. And then the fifth module.
No, before we go into the fifth module, the business structure, the finances, the compliance, the insurance. To me, that's one big yawn, but I have to get on top of it.
We do.
Because I like doing the fun stuff, and Ingrid finds the fun stuff is this. So.
Thanks, Jane. But here's one of the things is I have found a way to make this interesting and understandable. So, when you sign up for module 4, well, actually you sign up for all the modules, but when we get to module 4, you'll see what I mean about being able to make it interesting and understandable.
And then finally, once it's interesting and understandable with the boring bits, all right, then it's how to market your business. Now, once you actually start your business, after a while, you might think, how am I going to scale the business as well? And so that's what we cover in module 5. So you can see why you're going into business. Have you really got what it takes? Have you got a business idea? What about the structure and all the exciting, in inverted commas, boring bits, and how to market your business? We've got you covered in the Build Your Business Bootcamp.
So are you ready to run your own business? Are you ready for this? I love this picture as well, Jane, because she's looking quite contemplative, isn't she? And a lot of people have a quiet, secret dream to start their own business. They maybe haven't told anybody because they kept it to themselves. But we know, you and I know from the conversations we have with people, and that's what's so beautiful about technology like this. Right now, you listening and Jane and I are the only people who know you're dreaming of having a business. And we're happy to keep that secret for you until you're ready to let it have its airing and its airtime. But we'll show you, are you ready? Now, some of you have friends and family who are in business, so you can talk to them. Many people don't know anyone in a business. So that's why a program like ours is so valuable, because if you have no one to ask, then that's what Jane and I are here for.
Yeah, and you can complete the entire Build Your Business Bootcamp secretly, and you can make up your mind before someone says, oh, that's really risky. Oh, don't you think you should just get another job? So, you really need to consider every base. So we'll guide you along the way.
I think the other funny thing about that, Jane, too, is that when you've got family, sometimes they just want to encourage you. Yeah. So, even if it's a rotten idea, they encourage it. So that's again that's where right. the boot camp. So Build Your Business Boot Camp, Module 1. Why are you going into business? Your mindset, your mission statement. Is the value of that is at least $350.
Minimum. And so Module 2, have you got what it takes to be successful? The preparation and planning. Now that, just think of the value there. I mean, it's way over $375. And Module 3, your business idea, testing, doing the SWOT analysis, getting the feedback, exactly step by step how to do this. The value is
$450 at least, if not more. And Module 4, the business structures, the finance. Can you imagine just booking a couple of hours with someone, like your accountant or your lawyer to talk about this? Way more than $575.
Yeah, or a business coach to guide you through one-on-one. Honestly, that'll be just 1 hour of their time. And Module 5, how to market your business and become an influencer in your field. The value, I mean, that's a ridiculous number there. It's valued so much more, because just think, how much would it cost you to pay a marketer to market your business for you? And we cover all of that. Now, in the Build Your Business Bootcamp, you work at your own pace, all right? And it's brand new material, not offered anywhere else, because this is the first time that Ingrid and I have come together to create this amazing bootcamp for you.
Yeah.
So let's tell you a little bit more. Here's another client testimonial for Ingrid from Brett Chernin, who says, Ingrid is an extremely professional, inspiring, and insightful coach and facilitator. She is 100% dedicated to ensuring her clients get the absolute most value from their participation and their investment. That's what you want to know, isn't it? Are you going to get value from participating in our bootcamp?
Absolutely. And here's Ian Nicholson says about Jane. Jane's an amazing webinar presenter. She's warm, engaged, focused, and really cares about the development of all the people on the call. I found her to be extremely knowledgeable about how to start a new business. She was overflowing with practical advice, insider tips, and great resources. And I know that is you. And I would endorse that. I've seen you working with people, and I've heard you, and people have told me just how generous you are with your information.
Well, I think the thing is that you care and I care, and there's nothing more exciting than running your own business if you get it right. So that's why we're here. And so now remember, you showed up for this masterclass originally because you want to create your own success, but
you don't know where to start and you want guidance to know what to do next.
That's why you showed up. Now, just imagine getting out of the 9-to-5 of corporate life, of being your own boss, and feeling inspired by what you do every single day.
How much would that be worth to you right now?
Yeah, let me go back. Getting out of the 9-to-5 of corporate life, being your own boss, feeling inspired. Oh, how nice to feel inspired. To wake up in the mornings and think, I can't wait to do what I'm about to do.
Every single day. How much would that be worth to you?
Now, the Build Your Business Bootcamp. Let's just quickly go through what you get, all right? So, first of all, why are you going into business? Value is at least $350. Have you got what it takes to be successful? Again, great value.
Your business idea, whole module working on that.
And
the value is $450. The business structure, finance, and compliance, value at least $575. How to market your business. A half-day workshop in that would easily cost you $550, and this is full of information.
Yeah.
That private Facebook group.
Yeah. The community, the business community, the networking is incredible. And you get lifetime access, which of course is priceless. Once you've got the modules, you've got them to keep going back and refresh whenever you need it. And so the total value is over 3,300 Australian dollars. All right. So normally we offer all of this value at an incredible price of only 499 Australian dollars. But wait, we've got something special for you. Okay. Definitely a special offer because you joined us today, but we're offering you our entire Build Your Business Bootcamp for a fraction of our regular retail price. You can secure your spot and start now for only $197.
Is that right, Jane?
Yes.
I think it is.
Yeah,
we talked
generous
about that.
No, it's
so
good.
we are feeling very generous, less than half price for that, because we know that this information is so valuable that we want it in the hands of people. You can work at your own pace. You can download everything and have your business idea by the end of the weekend after the 5 days.
Yeah, that's right. But this offer is a time limited offer, okay? So don't hang about too much because it'll go back to the regular price very, very soon. So you have a 7-day money back guarantee. So you've got everything to gain. You complete the course, implement each lesson, and if after following the process you're not 100% happy with the training that we offer a 7-day money back guarantee. No questions asked. So there you go. All you need to do is to complete each lesson, make sure that you implement what you learn, and then let us know how you go. Hopefully you'll be 100% happy, and I'm sure that you will be, of course.
I think everybody that's done any work with us before has been happy. So,
that's right.
So get your Build Your Business 5-day boot camp now for only 197 Australian dollars. You get the value, $3,300 more for $197 and lifetime access. Lifetime access.
How good. Hey, I like the way this goes around in a circle, don't you?
Yeah.
Look, let's see it again. Lifetime access.
Indeed. And it's only $197 Australian. So if you're listening in America, that's only about $130 US, and it's just over £100 if you're in the UK.
I think it's £108 if you're in the UK,
today,
depending on the exchange rate, of course.
There we go.
Okay. And so now get buy your business. Build Your Business Bootcamp. I'm so excited, I can't even talk. Okay, for only $197 before it goes back up to the regular retail price of $499. Okay, now you can get it by going to this link. It's a bit.ly link, so if you type in bit.ly / and then in capital letters, because the link is case sensitive, BBB Bootcamp. That's 3 B's, okay? BBB Bootcamp in capitals using that bit.ly link. And here's the link again. Now, if you apply the coupon code, because this is a special coupon code just for you, and it's BBB Masterclass, then the price will drop down from $499 to $197.
I think we've got some screenshots of what it looks like here, Jane, haven't we?
Yeah, just so that you know what to do. Okay, so here, when you go to that link, this is the order form. You fill in all the details, and you see, just follow that arrow. You see it says have a coupon code. The coupon code is, I'll go back here, BBB Masterclass. All right, so you type in BBB Masterclass in there. Let me show you, BBB Masterclass. Then you click, follow the arrow, click update. And then, now you see how it says 453, I need my glasses on, 453.64 plus 10% GST. Okay, so that makes it $499. And then once you click apply the code, it drops down to $179 plus GST. Okay, if you're in Australia. No GST if you're in the US or in the UK. All right, so the coupon code is BBB Masterclass, 7-day money back guarantee. How good is that? So, will we see you in the boot camp? I certainly hope so. Now, remember, we said that we would give you a free gift for staying to the end. So all you need to do to download your free Build Your Business checklist is to go to this link, lowercase for bit.ly, bit.ly / BBB checklist in capitals, because the link is case sensitive. But remember, after this webinar, we'll send you an email anyway with this link, just in case you write it down incorrectly, to make sure that you get it, because we want you to have the Build Your Business checklist. Okay,
we sure do, because that's a big start to getting started with the boot camp as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And now, are you ready?
So Build Your Business Bootcamp for 197 Australian dollars. Get your $3,300 value for just 197. And do we have that link again there, Jane? There we go. So it's BBB Bootcamp with the lowercase bit.ly in front. So jump over there, put in that code, and get your price reduced to $197. So there's your bit.ly link. Will we leave that as the last slide there, Jane, I think?
I think I've got a nice thank you slide. You've got a nice thank you slide after that. So we're just wrapping up. Thank you so much for spending your time with us this afternoon. Jane and I truly believe that whatever it is you're dreaming of can become real. And, we know that dreams are just that, aren't they, Jane? But what's the secret to making dreams come true? Hard work
and taking action. Taking action. So take action today. Join us in the boot camp.
And we look forward to seeing you in our Build Your Business boot camp. See you then. Bye. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.